Hey guys, Eric here and Julia with Journey with Eric and Julia. Back for more travel talk. It's been a while since I did one of these, and this is the first time we've did one together. And we're going to try something a little different this time. We're going to try to make it English and Spanish for some of our Spanish-speaking audience. So that being said, where we left off before, if you haven't seen our YouTube videos from our Mexico trip, or if you have, we went to Tulum, Mexico in July. It was our most recent international trip, and we stayed at the Bahia Grand Tulum. Really long name.
Yeah, we enjoyed it a lot. It was pretty nice for us and the family. Para los que lo están siguiendo, esta vez vamos a tratar de tenerlo bilingüe en español también. Espero que lo disfruten. Si han estado siguiendo nuestro canal, el último viaje que hicimos fue a México. Nos quedamos en el resorte de Príncipe de Bahía de Gran Tulum, y es el último lugar que fuimos en julio, y esperemos que disfruten.
And we'll touch on the COVID procedures a little bit before you go, which this pretty much hasn't changed. Before you go, you have to get your negative COVID test 72 hours before you go. Take your vaccine card if you have it, and you have to wear a mask on the plane. And your resort, most of them are doing this, but just make sure and check with your resort. Most of the resorts are providing a COVID test.
You just have to schedule it
a
day or two in advance, and once you do test, they'll give you a QR code that you can have on your phone to show whenever you actually check in for your flight that they'll ask for. Cosas que antes de salir, si vienen de los Estados Unidos, teníamos que tener el test del COVID antes de salir. Tiene que ser como 72 a 48 a 24 horas antes de salir, una prueba negativa, o también tener sus vacunas antes de salir. Durante el vuelo siempre tienen que usar la mascarilla. También el resorte, pienso que todos los resortes tienen donde uno puede hacer el estudio ahí para regresar a los Estados Unidos, que también tiene que tener la prueba de el examen que esté negativo. Y usualmente le dan una contraseña que está en el teléfono que uno puede enseñar cuando uno esté entrando para el vuelo en el check-in.
And in July when we went, all the resorts pretty much in that area were dealing with a big seaweed problem. I did a video on that as well that you can check out on our channel. That was July, so hopefully they've got that taken care of. I mean, hopefully that's not a problem anymore, since this is October now. So if you're booking your trip, now on, hopefully they've got that taken care of. But in July, that's what we were dealing with.
Yeah, and it's never happened to us before. It's the first time ever, so. Una de las cosas esta vez que encontramos cuando fuimos en julio fue algo nada más de esta vez que hemos visto que tenían mucho seaweed o alga en el mar, entonces tenían esa área del cerrado, entonces no pudimos entrar al mar durante ese tiempo que estuvimos. Entonces vamos a hacer algo de ver antes de que salgan para ver si no es un problema antes de que vayan, en el caso que no pueden ir a la playa o al mar para nadar, si hay ese problema.
But our beach was pretty much closed where we went, so if that's still a problem, you know, or some people don't even really care to get in the ocean, just make sure if you take your kids, make sure it has a really good kids area. Like ours did, it had a really huge kids area for the kids, and it had a kids zone that you could leave your kids with the attendants, and it had a huge adult pool on the other side. So, you know, just make sure you know what amenities the resort has before you go, and what's available, because we've found out since COVID started, a lot of these resorts and even the hotels, you know, don't update on the website. You know, they may say, oh, we have 5 restaurants, and you go and they say, oh, well, we've only got 1 open. So, because we've ran into that.
Yeah, and I think part of it is that they're limiting how many people are in there too. So with any resorts, you get like a certain number of restaurants you get to eat. Make sure you book them early and get confirmation that you booked it, because that's what we had with one of the restaurants, but they accommodated when we showed up and didn't have our reservation. But just make sure you do that early and have your confirmation that you booked it. But yeah, that was part of that. Cosas que tienen que ver también es de que ver qué piscinas tienen, qué es lo que tienen disponible. Nuestro resort tenía una piscina para los adultos que estaba grande, también tenían piscina y juegos para los niños que podían jugar, entonces ellos estaban entretenidos. También tenían un lugar en donde podíamos dejar los niños si queríamos para que los cuidaran. Pero siempre es bueno de ver no solo en el sitio del web del resort, también a lo mejor llamar para ver qué restaurantes están abiertos o están cerrados, porque hay cambios que tienen por las restricciones que tienen por COVID.
And we covered this in one of our videos, but make sure, because it had rained a lot before we went, make sure you take mosquito spray with that, what is that?
DEET.
Yeah, the DEET. Make sure it has that in there, because otherwise it's pretty much useless. Because when we went, it rained a lot in the previous weeks, so the mosquitoes were really bad.
There, there's a lot of palm trees, and it's a pretty jungle type area, so there was lots of mosquitoes, and it was worse in the morning or at night, in the evening once the sun went down. But yeah, entonces otra cosa de tener en mente es que la humedad está fuerte ahí. Cosas que para nosotros es llevar spray o repelente de los mosquitos. Lo peor es en la mañana o en la noche que salen los mosquitos, y para prevenir eso estar listo con el repelente para ayudar con eso, especialmente con los niños.
Yeah, and you know, we took an excursion. We did a go-karts. We rode go-karts like several miles out into the jungle, and they took us on 2 stops. One,
little habitat or sanctuary that they had for little animals.
Yeah, for monkeys and different animals, deer and whatnot. But it would have been nice, but the mosquitoes were like really bad there, and nobody was really feeling it because everybody was getting ate up by mosquitoes. But then we moved on and we got to the cenote, and the cenote was really cool once you got past the cold water, because the water took your breath away. It's fresh water too.
Yeah.
You know, it's not salt water, so, but you know, there were bats flying around, and it was pretty cool. Make sure you check those videos out as well.
Yeah, the kids really enjoyed it, especially driving the go-karts. They had a lot of fun. Even Grandma did a good job driving the go-karts. She was into that, so that was pretty cool. Una de las actividades que hicimos fue fuimos a un cenote y usamos los carritos que llevamos para ir ahí de los go-karts. Los niños disfrutaron mucho de eso. Teníamos 2 paradas. Una de las paradas era tenían animales que podíamos ver ahí, pero había mucho mosquito, entonces los pobres niños no lo disfrutaron mucho. Y de ahí fuimos al cenote y estaba muy bonito. Ahí también estaba un poco frío el agua, entonces tuvimos que aclimatizar al agua, pero estaba algo nos gozamos y fue algo diferente. Tenían los bats. Fue algo que los niños les gustaron ver, algo diferente.
And then when we got back from the cenote, they had silent disco.
Mm-hmm.
They had a lot of activities actually at this resort.
They're pretty good.
But the silent disco was pretty fun. Make sure you check that out. They had like 4 different DJs up on the stage.
Close to the pool, yeah.
Yeah,
and they were all playing different types of music, so it's like something for everybody.
They gave you headphones, and like when her and I wanted to dance to whatever kind of music, we just went to the same channel, and everybody could dance to different music. So it was pretty cool. It was fun. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the kids loved it. Even Grandma had fun with it.
Yeah, una de las cosas que tenían muchas actividades ahí en el resort. Una fue de que tenían el silent disco, tenían los audífonos que podemos usar, tenían como 3 diferentes DJs que estaban tocando diferente música, entonces tenían algo para cada persona y disfrutaron mucho de eso también.
And I will say this, because these resorts down in Mexico, they're really big. I mean, they have shuttles, little like golf cart shuttles, that basically go around.
Yeah, they take you like from your room to the restaurants or the
lobby. But if you don't want to sit there and wait on them, because it's a big resort, so while you're waiting on the golf cart to come around to pick you up, if it's in the evening, you're sitting there getting eaten up by mosquitoes. So it
wasn't too bad. I mean, we were able to walk back and forth.
Well, that's what I was going to say is make sure you wear comfortable shoes, because you're going to do a lot of walking, whether it be to to go eat. You got to walk back and forth to the restaurants from your room and whatnot, or the pools.
Depending where your rooms are at.
Yeah, so just make sure you bring some comfortable shoes for walking, besides just your pool shoes. So we got back in July from Mexico, and our next trip was in August. We had our anniversary, 13 years. Was it 13? And so we went to San Antonio and Austin on our way back.
Del tiempo que regresamos de la playa o de México, celebramos nuestro aniversario, que fue en agosto, fue 13 años, y fuimos a San Antonio y Austin durante ese fin de semana.
And we stayed at a hotel there in Austin. I'm sorry, San Antonio. I don't recall the name of that one. And we went to what did we do on that one? We went to the Comal River, and we floated the Comal River doing the tubes, because she had never done that. And so we did something a little different, we hit up a really nice brunch spot that was recommended by one of the locals. And it was really, really good. So you can check that out in that San Antonio video. So we hit up a really good brunch spot, and then we went to the Comal River and we went tubing, and that was pretty much a whole day. And then we got back from that. We had a really nice dinner on the Riverwalk at was it Domingos.
It was right on the Riverwalk.
Yeah, right on the Riverwalk. You could eat outside or inside. We ate inside because it was a little humid.
It was really good.
but it was super good. So if you make your way down to San Antonio, we would both really recommend Domingos.
Yeah. Cuando estuvimos en San Antonio, tuvimos dos lugares que comimos que estuvieron muy buenos. Uno fue en la noche que se llama Domingos, estaba muy rica la comida. Durante el día fuimos tubing en el río del Comal. Es algo diferente, fue la primera vez que hice eso y algo que me gustó mucho. Es algo diferente, pero eso es lo que hicimos cuando fuimos a San Antonio.
And so after we got back from the restaurant, you can see on the video also, our hotel had some live music on the rooftop, and they had a bar up there and some live music. So we came back and enjoyed some live music, and that was pretty cool. Nice way to wind down the evening.
De ahí también cuando regresamos al hotel donde nos quedamos tenían lugar en el techo, en el rooftop donde podemos estar un tiempo disfrutando. Tenían alguien tocando música, podemos estar ahí disfrutando de la noche afuera en el aire abierto. Estaba muy bonito.
So then after we left San Antonio, then we went to Austin. And
we stayed at the
Fairmont, and it was a nice hotel, and it was walking distance to the restaurants.
It was really close to where the things we wanted to do.
Yeah,
so.
And we went to Lady Bird Lake the day we got there. It was right up the street, and went to Lady Bird Lake and went kayaking, and that was fun. They had kayaking and paddle boards if you wanted to do that, but we did the kayaking. She was a little nervous about.
I was worried I was going to tip over.
Yeah, she was worried she was going to tip over, but it was fun. Yeah, so we enjoyed that.
Cuando fuimos a Austin, nos quedamos en el Fairmont y el lugar que nos quedamos estaba muy central. Pudimos caminar al restaurante, nos fuimos al lago que se llama Lady Bird y ahí fuimos a kayaking. Entonces es algo nuevo que traté, me dio un poco de miedo que me iba a caer en el agua, pero lo hicimos y disfrutamos de eso durante el tiempo en Austin.
So then after we got back from kayaking, we went walking around a little bit. We went and checked out 6th Street, which was
a little busier than we wanted.
A little busy and a little
lively for us.
A little lively, yeah. So, but we found a really nice Italian restaurant called the Red Ash that we would really recommend also. I mean, the food was top notch from the starters to the service, the food, everything. So everything was really good. We really enjoyed it.
Entonces también para la cena fuimos a caminar a la calle de 6th Street, que es muy popular, pero para nosotros estaba un poquito no era la noche para nosotros para estar ahí. Entonces fuimos caminando y encontramos un restaurante que se llama Red Ash, un restaurante italiano, y la comida estaba muy rica, el ambiente muy lo gozamos, y entonces es algo que nos gustó mucho y la comida estaba deliciosa.
And so I think that catches us up on our trips.
Yep.
And some things we've got coming up. We're working on a website, a Journey with Eric and Julia website. It'll be journeywitherickandjulia.com. It's under construction right now. And it's going to be linked to our YouTube and our social media networks, but some of the articles, or some of the videos that we do on YouTube, if we want to go into more detail, we'll put those on the website and blog about those. trying to get a merchandise line set up for that as well. So got that going. So
algo que también estamos trabajando es en el sitio de web que está trabajando. Todavía trabajando, está en construcción. Es algo que vamos a tener más detalle de los videos que hemos hecho, más información, y todo va a estar conectado con YouTube y los otros medios sociales. Entonces, y esperemos que podamos poner unos productos ahí que a lo mejor ustedes pueden usar y disfruten, y tener un poco más de información ahí disponible para ustedes.
So, and as far as trips, I know we're gonna go try. Tongue's tied. We're gonna try and go camping, and what else? In October? October? No. Sometime this month, we're gonna try and go camping, and then in December, I don't know if we'll do anything before December, as far as trips. Because we're getting close to the end of the year and coming up on holidays. But in December, we're going to be going back to La Cantera at San Antonio, and taking the kids with us this time. So we'll see how that goes. I think, didn't you say they had some new amenities?
Well, last time we went, they just have a place where they have the coffee and ice cream shop. Last time it was closed because of COVID, but this time they have it open back up, and it's 24/7. So I know the kids will enjoy that. And we're supposed to be able to go swimming, so we'll see how that goes. The pools are heated, so we'll see if we can venture in the pools or not.
We'll see how heated.
Yeah.
But they've got a huge hot tub, so knowing our boys, that's probably where they'll choose to be if it's cool outside. Let's see, we're going down there for, I don't know, what was it, 3 to 4 days? 3 or 4 days. And when we went before, it was like right at the beginning of COVID, and they only had like one restaurant open at the resort. But now all the restaurants at the resort are open, and all their amenities are back open. And it's about 20 minutes outside of San Antonio, so you can go into San Antonio and do stuff. Because last time we went to
from Riverwalk and all that.
Went to the Riverwalk and all that.
Entonces tenemos planes ir a visitar otra vez el hotel que fuimos anteriormente en La Cantera, también que está en San Antonio. Puede ser que vamos a ir camping con los niños en un tiempo de octubre, pero por un momento son los planes que tenemos ahora que los días festivos vienen, pero esto es lo que tenemos planeado por un momento.
And so that'll bring us to the end of the year. So, what else? Was there something else?
You were in a preview that I watched.
Oh yeah. The next video that I'm going to work on, if you looked at some of the videos I did from, like the cenote and a couple other videos, I was wearing a GoPro smartwatch that controls my GoPro. And I've seen other videos online about the same watch, but I want to have an idea for a little different take on it. So I want to do a video on that smartwatch coming up, and she's going to help me with that because I'll need an assistant for that one. And what else? And talk about the features of it and whatnot. So, I mean, I did an unboxing for it in one of the previous videos, but I didn't really get a chance to go over it because we're about to go on a trip. So, got that coming up. So,
yeah, I think that's it for now.
That's it for now.
So we'll keep working on it, and hopefully once we get the website up, we'll get that out there.
Yeah.
And if y'all have any suggestions or anything like that, as far as here in the DFW area or anything that y'all would like for us to feature or talk about, more than happy to. So just let us know.
Yeah, whether it be restaurants or travel. You know, like I said, we're coming up on the end of the year. We're really wanting to go this next year. We're wanting to take a big trip next year, which will wait until next year to talk about that, because
we'll have to see how COVID is and everything.
Yeah, how COVID and you know, there's a lot of time between now and then, so a lot of things could change. But we are wanting to take another big international trip next year, and take the kids with us probably. So there's that. So, but other than that, I think that catches us up. But like she said, we always appreciate any comments or suggestions you guys have, as far as restaurants or you know, anything like that, or videos you'd like us to do. You know, it could be GoPro related, or you know, and you know, I'm considering trying to decide one of the next pieces of equipment I get. You know, it's going to be either like a new camera or a drone, you know, to do more stuff with the channel. So give your comments on and your suggestions on which way you think I should go on that one as well. So but as always, thanks for supporting our channel, Journey with Eric and Julia. And we look forward to making more videos and more travel talk videos. And let us know how you like this bilingual presentation. So if you liked it, we'll do that more going forward, and see how that goes. All right. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Have a good night.
Buenas noches. Bye.